All right. Well, first of all, happy holidays. And this is the time of year that, uh, for me anyway, as a board gamer, I look forward to. We only get to kick back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Had a nice Thanksgiving day, big breakfast, big dinner. All I had were two meals, but that's all I could. That's all I could fit. It was a breakfast and a big dinner. I can't eat like I used to, but we got a few days off here, and it is gloomy. Yard work's mostly done. Got maybe one more yard to do, but we got rain here, and a lot of family time. So really, don't have no time for gaming. But we're gonna sit down here and try to pick up where we left off with our good game of Warriors of God. And the French have survived the English onslaught of their home territory, and definitely won a couple battles. Battle phase is over, and that was phase number 3. We're on phase 4 now, which is determining control of areas. So we're going to see what the outcome of all the battles were and who can control what with their leaders. Like I said, this is a game of leaders, and if you know your history, all these names are familiar to you. I don't know what is this, the 1500s, 16s? Oh, back in the 1300s or so? Yeah, a few names come to mind. And Joan of Arc, I'm only, vaguely familiar with the story. But we're going to look for control, and I guess it's a non-initiative. Well, first thing they say to do is remove the aggressor markers, so we'll do that. Get the aggressor markers out of there from our past combats. And we will now go to next go to whole map area to determine. I guess it don't matter initiative or not. So wherever we got leaders without control markers, we can go ahead and attempt. We're going to go run one die and try to control Orleans for the French. And we need a 1. All right. That is definitely helpful. Whenever you get something like that going, that means the momentum's definitely on your side. And after winning all those battles against the English, the French may be on a little bit of a rebound. It'd be a good game. All right, where else do we have leaders with no control markers? We got the French over, or the British over here. English, rather. Rolling one die, needing a 2 or less. No good on that one. Next one will be another English attempt by Charles de Navarra. I guess he's from back here, Navarre. But he's rolling one die, looking for 2 or less. Doesn't get it. Alright, I don't see anybody else. Yep, that's it. It's the only spots we got leaders without control markers, so the French come out ahead just by 1. And the English fail miserably. Down to phase 5. That is 9.0 in the rules. Phase 5, raise troops and place mercenaries. We will do that here and be right back and show you the results. Who do we start with? Beginning with the French. Alright. Raising troops. Be right back. Alright, well, troops have been deployed. And you can see here in Aquitaine, we didn't do nothing really fancy anywhere. We're going to have to get some leaders in here, though, so we don't waste these troops when it comes time to deploy this turn's leaders. Here in Isle de France, so we did take a gunner. Or did we take 2 gunners? We took 2 gunners. And regular infantry, so we'll have to find some way to incorporate them. We'll be able to use them when we go on offensive operations to knock down some walls in these controlled areas. You can see here in Normandy, we just picked up a couple troops. And in Flanders, just 3. Nothing fancy. Couldn't get any archers or anything. Now over here, I think we did get a couple more gunners. Yeah, so there's 4 gunners in the game. They're all deployed. So the old king grabbed himself a couple of gunners and infantry to fill out his 3 quota. And up there, nothing fancy, but a couple of infantry. That'll take care of the deploy, or raise troops rather, place mercenaries. Now we can on phase 6, deploy troops, which means we can deploy troops and blah, 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 blah. Or did we just do that? Raise troops and place mercenaries. Raising cavaliers. Alright, you raise them, then you deploy them. Oh yeah, deploying's different than raising. Now you can move them around from areas you control to areas you control. Deploying troops. Does it say anything about what each player can now deploy troops? The non-initiative player does all of this first. So that will be the French player. Now you can see we got ourselves a nice little chain here. And that's what you need, is adjacent areas. Let me see who wants to deploy what. We'll be right back. Alright, for deployment, just for not having to put a leader here. Although I wonder if I should keep him there anyway. Oh, maybe I won't deploy. He can't be deployed. I was just going to move him there, have these leaders pick him up, but might be wise to put a leader there. Oh, I could put a leader on his home territory and raise troops, so that's what I'll do. I'll deploy these 3 infantry over here to Orleans. And they're connected, so you can do that. I could have moved them all the way over to here. Alright, that'll be it for the French. We'll see what the English want to do. Do they have any connected areas? Flanders, not connected by any controlled area. They can't do that until they can move them from us England and Normandy. Seem to be the big English spot. Huh. Oh, he's got 1. He's got a capacity of 3, and he almost capacitated. I'll leave him there. We'll see what's up. Would be nice if I could move them from here to here, but don't control the area. That'll take care of the deployment of troops and recruiting mercenaries. Now, does anybody want to recruit mercenaries? Not really. Don't have the capacity for it. I don't see any place. We're all maxed out on our border towns anyway. The mercenaries don't help when it comes to controlling areas, so we'll be... if they take 1 hit in a battle, all the mercenaries leave. So they are some... As the author or creator of the game stated, there are some fickle fellows. I have to try going on here to phase 7. Depose of captured leaders. We have no captured leaders. Determine leader death. Oh, we're there already. Alright. This guy here's a number 4. Number 4 on turn 4. Probably just needs a 1. Number 4 on turn 4 needs nothing. Oh, that don't make no sense. Let me see if I'm doing this right. Number 4, turn 4. Oh. He doesn't get nothing? Are we on turn 5, maybe? Yeah, we must be on turn 5. Let me see here. Didn't move a turn marker? That don't make no sense. Although we will have to place leaders after this death one. And if it was on 4, we wouldn't have no leaders to place. So yeah. Alright, so he rolls a 1. Leader number 1 rolling to see if he survives or dies. He rolls a 4, he's good. Alright, next leader. A 3, he'll have to roll 1 or 2. Cross-reference. What turn they came in on to this here. 1 or 2. 6. Flying on past. No problems for the 2 French leaders so far. Alright, now we got our 2 leader. He'll die on a 1, 2, or 3. Oops. 1, 2, or 3. He's don't want to. You don't even want to come on in. He's done. He knew it. That's why. All right, number 2 leader. Not good. We will flip him over, and he goes back on turn number 8 as a different leader. Come on up here. Place him on the turn 8. There we go. And you build them up for future use. Game designers got it all set up for you. Alright, another turn 4, relatively young leader, Jean de Barry. He just needs a 1 in case something happens to him. Ooh, what happened, John? Been living life dangerously? Alright, next another 4 leader, Philippe. Looking for a 1. Something happens to him. 3, he's good. And I put these on there though so I know which is which, who I've already checked for. Alright, a 3. I believe he's a 1 or 2. A 3, 1 or 2, yep. Oh, not good. For the 3 liter. Which one was that? OED and Jew. We'll definitely do him. We don't want to lose Beltran. So Louis is gone with the 1. He comes back on turn 9. Oh, this is turn 9. Where's Joan of Arc? I don't know. She's on here somewhere, but I've yet to see her. She gets all kinds of benefits, so when she does come on the board, a lot of modifiers for the troops she is with, I would imagine. All right, now for our key general, the hero of the day, our Leonidas, with a 3. So I guess he gets a 1 or 2. 1 or 2, no Leonidas. Bites the dust. Oh, of course, Leonidas lives. All right. Not Leonidas, but that's what we call him because he was such a good leader, so brave. Robert with a rolling looking for anything but a 1. For Robert. Robert's good. Alright. A 3 liter. 1 or 2 rolled a Wayne. 1 or 2 to avoid anything greater than 1 or 2, rather to avoid death. There he goes, a 4. Alright, looking for a 1 for old Ralph. Ralph does not want a 1 to pop up. Ooh, Ralph is good. Next leader, 1, 2, or 3 for Charles. 1, 2, or 3 of Charles' history. Oh, Charles laughs at death. All right, we're getting up here. Now for our king, and he might be getting on in age. He's a 4, huh? Only a 1. Only 1. Is Richard unlucky? Oh no, Richard's lucky. He laughs at death also. And last but not least, oh, look how old this guy is, David. 1 through 5. 1 through 4. Yep, 1 through 4 for David. The old timers. You gotta go on through 1 through 4. David laughs at death. He's about pushing 90. We'll have to find out what turn he came on. He came on in between 337, so we'll say he was born in. Well, nope. He had to be born before that if he came on in this turn. Wow. 1337, let's say. It is 1371. He's about 40, 50 years old, which is old back then. But that is it. That'll take care of the leaders. Everybody else survives. The French are still without a 3-star leader, and therefore without a king. We'll see what happens when we bring some new leaders on there, but let's look at the board. You can see how this being a leader game, as years go by, natural causes or non-natural causes decimates your board. That wasn't a bad leader death check. Alright, next we move on to the next phase, which is 9, and we place our new leader. So, like I said earlier, out with the old and with the new. Be right back. Alright, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to old Hexwar. And this is a free game that I got from it. It's a good game. I've been playing it all Thanksgiving weekend. It's good. It really is. It's a good game. Gotta crank it up on the hard mode though. But hold on, let me take a puff, clear my throat break. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or what, but I'm a little bit hoarse. But anyway, I was playing The Great War Commands and Colors on computer, and that was a great game, too. That's a killer game. The only thing about it is there's a bit of a bug, and in the middle of whenever it came time for the AI's turn, it just freeze. They never make their turn. Well, 3 out of 4 games that I played on it ended that way. So I clicked the little help button or something down here, and it took me to, if you have any issues, send your ticket. I told him what happened, thinking, yeah, that'll be the day. I got to hand it to him. The next day, or probably within that same day, he got back with me and told me, what the problem is. I told him what the problem is. He says, well, we don't have a patch yet for it, but feel free to get yourself a free game on us. So I did, and I've got Wellington's War, but I just wanted to give a shout out to old Hexwar. I forgot the guy's name. Oh, shoot, that's bad of me. But yeah, go to Hexwar. They get right back to you. It was like I was the only guy that ever sold a game to. He got back to me real quick. Always gets back to me on emails. Gave me the ticket. And another thing is, well, I mean, not on our part or their part, but Steam's got their fall sale. Snatch on that fall sale, man. I live for that thing. Although I haven't made any purchases yet, but because I've been playing this game. But yeah, so this game I think was only $2, even with the sale that's going on. So yeah, they gave it to me for free. Hexwar, guys. The Command and Colors, the Great War is a great game. I'd get it. Just know that there's maybe a bug. Maybe it's just my computer, but my computer don't really do things too. They don't really. I play this game's good. This thing is a water cooled. I got a water cooled tower down here. Suckers built for war, loaded for bear. But yeah. Just want to give a shout out. Told the guy, give him a shout out. I was really appreciative, and I told him next time I get a chance to make a purchase, it's going to be at Hexwar, because he's a stand-up company and a stand-up guy. We'll be right back. All right. Well, if you can't be out in the great outdoors hunting or fishing on a day like today, and it's fall. I mean, we got up this morning before. I get up when it's still dark, even on my days off. Oops, sorry about that. And yeah, we've been enjoying it. We watched the Thanksgiving Day parade, just staying at home. When you do we're in the rat race, and you're doing 10 to 14-hour days. You miss the house, so it's nice just to be able to sit here and you really appreciate your time off. But we're going to go ahead and place our leaders for this turn. Let's see what we got here. Turn 5, and notice the year now is set 1371 to 1380, so I guess they're like 9-year increments so far. Another 9 years, and those generals or leaders that we just rolled for are even 10 years older now, so you have to keep in mind that. All right, here's the gun for hire. English have Edward of York. Nice little bravery, and he's got that, the English, especially the ones come from England, definitely got that longbow weapon. Technological advancement, and that really comes in handy. Another leader they get this turn isn't too keen. Thomas Mowbray, nothing to really write home about, and I'm sure all these guys got, what do you call it? Biographies, and, a lot more stories than we're going to cover here. And it's kind of a shame. I think it would be nice if we could read up on everybody, if they maybe had a little read up on each leader, tell them a little bit about them, but here's a merc for hire, is it? Nope, this is a natural French. Charles VI. Old Charles VI can't roll many dice. And unfortunately, he's a leader. He's going to be top ranked, which has been my experience in life. That's the way life goes. Most of the ones with the big stars usually got the little rank. Well, that's just me. Alright, here's another leader. Nothing really to write home about. Old Felipe. Definitely the better of the two. And last but not least, for the French turn on turn 5. Oh, French ain't coming up with that. No, French leaders aren't too brave. No, we got here is Roger Mortimer. Alright, Mortimer. And he is a proficient longbow leader, a French proficient longbow leader. See that little symbol there? It means when he's in his home country, we can bring these boys here on in. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of bow they got there. Let's see if we can't get a zoom feature going on there. Is that a crossbow? No, it's a longbow. He's just holding it differently. Although, I don't know. Don't look the same as that longbow. Maybe he's got a little bit of crossbow actione going on there. Alright. Place leaders. Place leaders. Alright. Alright, we had that mixed up. Well, Roger Mortimer is a general for hire. You know, Luis. So there you go. There's a non-initiative player. I think we'll definitely be grabbing him, but we'll look and see. He's got more advance here and there, so we will be right back. Alright, we're back after a half a day later, or a day later. People knocking on the door, coming on by. It's the holidays and people are visiting. But we're back here. As the non-initiative player, I get to pick one of these leaders, and I was going to pick the old Roger from Wales, because he gets to recruit. He only gets to recruit one archer. But looking at it again, for me, his home place here is Burgundy, and that's where I have a control marker. So I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and flip him on over to my side, and the British will get their longbowman, because I think he's a little bit weaker anyway. He's got less leadership and a little bit less braver. So that's why we're going to do that. Let me go ahead and place my leaders, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, we went ahead and put him in there in Burgundy, his home territory. He's got an augmentation of 2 infantry. Now we'll go to our next leader is Charles, and he's a 3-star leader. So that means that this turn the French will get a king, Charles the 6th. And we'll give him 2. He's got a 3-star, which means he can raise 3 troops. So we'll put him on his home space with 3 troops, and it's Isle de France. That place is getting built up. Might be time for some offensive operations with get rid of those troops, assign those troops to their leaders. Hopefully they got enough capacity for them. This last one here, Louis of Orleans. Ooh, Orleans is pretty packed too. Do we need a leader in another spot? I don't see no threat to Burgundy really, so Orleans don't look bad. We'll give him his compliments of 2 troops, because he's got 2 stars. So he'll raise 2 troops, put him in Orleans, and they still have a bunch of troops floating around. He's got a capacity of 6. He's got a capacity of 3, so we might be losing some of those troops so we can move some leaders around, but I think we're past that point. Alright, place leaders. Next is the English turn. I'll go with old Edward of York. He gets 2 troops to bring with him. Now they got to bring regular troops with the ones he raised. I can't use the longbowman in this phase, but we'll give him his 2. Or well, he's only got 1. He only has a 1-star, so he'll take his 1 troop, and he will go into England. Capacity of 3. He raises 1 with him. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Next is Thomas. Where's Thomas at? Oh, where's that coat of arms? Oh, Picardy. We really need him in England though. So I think old Thomas, what's his ranking? Is his buddy's ranking? Oh, he's only a 1-2. We need gunners. Oh. Alright, Thomas. You're going to have to go in England instead of racing troops in Picardy, because we got a bunch of troops we got to account for. And last, old Mortimer. Comes from Wales. He gets to bring 1 troop with him, but it can't be a specialized troop, so we'll let him come up in Wales with his 1 troop. And maybe we'll assign him a specialized archer coming up. But that is it for the new leaders. And we'll see what we can do with that. Alright, leader placement. Dispose of leaderless troops. Now we get to assign all these troops running around, make sure the leaders got enough capacity to take care of the troops. We'll be right back. See if there's anybody left over. This is a before shot. Alright, this is the after. These are the danglers, or the troops that we didn't have capacity for, so the French will lose 1 in Aquitaine. back here, we'll lose 3 in Orleans. They don't have capacity for. Everybody else is maxed out. So these are troops that are leaderless that just fade back in because nobody has the money or the supplies to take care of them. In Normandy, the English will lose 1. And in Flanders, they'll lose 3. They're in England. You can see the old king now. Both of these leaders, and like I said, after this I'll be able to put the king marker on the French. We'll look and see right here. That should have been done in the last phase because we're on depose of leaderless troops. It says a side without a king for any reason. A kingless player will simply place a king marker on any friendly player at 3 stars. So we'll be placing him right here. But you'll see our king has 6. He's got a capacity of 9. 3 times his rank. So he's got 6, 7, 2 gunners. 7 infantry and 2 gunners. So he's loaded for bear. Likewise, though, here's the strongest leader on the board, really. Will he roll 3 dice? Or will he roll 6? He'll roll 3. But he's got that bravery number. It's going to jack those dice up. Over here, the King of England. Let's see what he's got. He's also got a 9 capacity. He's sporting 6, 7 infantry, and also 2 gunners. So there you go. We got our leaders built up, ready for sieges, I guess is what it is, and some good infantry to go along with them. Alright, that's leaderless troops. We got one last bunch over here. There's 2 infantry. No room for up in Scotland. Alright, we're done with that phase. And now we will check out the score. Last phase, phase 11 of 11 phases. Just the score when we come back. Alright, we're back. It's more holiday gaming. And like I was saying earlier, we had people come on by, and I had a bunch of friends and stuff, but unfortunately, they don't game. They walk by these big old tables too, and they just kind of look, oh man, really? If I would have walked by something like this, I don't care if I was a gamer or not, I'd definitely be looking into it. I mean, these boards just look interesting, but yeah, they just walk by. They don't give much of a look. I got, not that I've got all that many friends, but the few that I have, there's no way to take game. I was telling you about the one friend I was going to buy Reichovens War from, and for about $20, and he says, he used to play when he was younger, the day when it came out. And he says he had friends, but it would take days to play the game, and it was hard to even get a game back then. So, and I asked him if he was interested, but he ain't interested in playing. His eyes lit up when he wanted to sell it, though, so I might be buying it off of him. So when we come back here, we will be adjusting the score. Do a little bit of house cleaning. We'll be right back. All right, to adjust the score, we will be doing this for the English first. Control of England. No, the other side doesn't control the opposing side's home territory or capital, so we won't be applying that. And if you can, excuse me, I think I've been talking a bunch. I usually don't run my mouth that much, so when I have people over and I talk a bunch, I go a little hoarse. So if my voice sounds a little raspy, it's because it's been kind of busy. But control an area with a value of 3. For the French now. Oh no, this is for the English because they're going first. So they control 1 area. So that's 2 victory points. Let's get our good old victory point die. Alright, they control England. That's another one. That's 4. 4 on our abacus because we are not the smartest tools in the shed. 2 points. Is that all I got? Is 2? Oh, no, yeah, that is it. Alright, now 1 point for 1 or 2. I got 1 of those. That's 1. Oh, that is it. They are kind of hurting on the control table. Alright, so they get 1 more victory point. That's 5. So they're going up 5 points, which is good. They got a substantial lead. No leaders killed, but this will apply for the French. Enemy 1-star leader killed, blah, blah, blah. In a captured box. Nobody's in a captured box, so we will add 5 victory points.
for the English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts him up to 16. All right, look, that's a big French turn. And we'll see how they fare with the number 3ers. They get 2 victory points for each one. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. So that's what it is. Do 6. 6 victory points to start off with. Now with our areas with the 1 victory point. And that is controlled. We got 1. So there's 1 victory point, 2 victory points. So 6, 7, 8 for the French. So that'll be going down. 8. All right. Enemy 3-star leader killed in battle this turn. I don't think we got one of them, but we got a 1 and 2. We got 2 1-star leaders, so that'll apply right here. Enemy 1 or 2-star leader killed in battle this turn. We got another 2 victory points. 6, 7, 8. Going up to 10. Big 10s for the French player. Enemy king killed. Nope, we didn't kill a king. And then last but not least, in the captured prison boxes, in which there are none. So we'll be deducting 10 points off of 16 down to 6. That's the way we like it. That's the way this game goes. We're going up these turns. Plenty of time for the French, but let's see if we can turn it around. We're enjoying this little solo game. You know, it ain't too bad. You can play it solitaire just with the best of your ability. I don't think there's too much, you know, that it's kind of hidden. There's, you know, it's just playing by myself, but we're having a good game. Really enjoying this game. You know, we play a little bit of midway solitaire. Got plenty of gaming time coming up. I'm enjoying the heck out of this 4-day weekend. Woohoo! This is what it's all about. Oh man, loving life when you get to play war games. Be right back.